Hey everybody, Homer Barra back here on the show floor, this time in the South Hall again.
Apparently not.
He wants to know about questions.
Hey, what's up everybody? Ryan McDonald here in our last hour of day one, E3 2009. We had a slight momentary delay there. Ed Boon showed up off stage and I lost my mind, of course, and had to say hi and a couple other people. And then you gentlemen were getting set, and I have David and Yoon, is that right? Yoon? Yoon, all right. And you guys have one of the games that I know a lot of people are really interested in. It's been a game we've been talking about for a long time, Heavy Rain. Now,
Right.
We've seen some stuff. You guys got the new business to show us. You guys are getting closer. Why don't you go ahead and tell me where you guys are at, what you guys are going to show, and yeah.
Oh my God, many questions in one sentence.
Sorry.
Okay, so Heavy Rain is a dark thriller in the vein of movies like Seven, and it's the story of four main characters whose destinies are interlaced around the investigation of a serial killer called the Origami Killer, because he leaves an origami in the hand of his victims. So it's a very unusual type of game because it's not about shooting, driving, or solving puzzles. It's just about the story. It's just about decision making, action and consequences, and see how your decisions can affect the way the story is told. So,
And how many years back was it the first time you guys showed her crying and the whole?
oh my God, probably 20 years ago. Yeah. Well, it looks to me like it's 20 years ago. No, we worked on this for more than 2 years actually. Before that, we introduced a short demo of a virtual actor called The Casting. That many people, yeah. So that was the first technical test for Heavy Rain, yeah.
Well, let's see how far you guys gotten.
Yeah, well, this is just alpha stage. We're going to show you the first character called Norman Jayden, and he's a profiler from the FBI. So he's the first of four.
Holy smokes!
And that's the way he looks. That's real-time 3D in the game engine.
That's real engine game
Yes. That's the character in the game.
Man.
We found we would have an interesting loading screen.
That is very interesting loading screen. Are you controlling that by any means or anything weird?
No. No, that's just the loading screen.
All right, here we go.
So we work a lot with motion capture and facial motion capture to get the expression and really to get real sense of acting in the game from the actors. So this is a scene that is roughly in the middle of the story. It's the scene where Jayden, this profiler from the FBI, it goes to a junkyard of a guy called Mad Jack, and Mad Jack deals with stolen cars. And we know that the killer used a stolen car that probably comes from here. So here, before we start, just a quick word about the interface. You see this little icon. We went for icons that would be integrated in 3D in the environment instead of being on top of the screen. And you'll see there are many changes in the way this game is played. So for example, to do this move, you use the right analog stick. And you can just really slowly unfold the animation, and you're really in control with the stick. You can go back and forth, and you really do the move with the character. Now, to move forward, it's unlike other games, it's not with the left analog stick, it's with the right trigger, R2 trigger. Pressing R2 always makes you move forward. It's pretty much like in a racing game, in a certain way. With the left analog stick, you move the head of your character. So you can look left and right. And if you look on your right and start walking, well, you will just start walking. So it's very simple. In fact, it's the head controlling the direction of the character. Now you can also switch the camera angle with L1. And you can go from a wide shot, you see, to a close shot, just pressing L1. Last but not least, you can also listen to what your character thinks, just pressing L2. So you see these little keywords? This is what he thinks. So here is just the subtitles going to be fully audio in the final game. And this is entirely contextual, depending on what's going on, where you are, etc.
What is tryptophan?
Tryptophan is some drug, because this guy is addicted. And we're going to see that.
You know what the neat thing was when I was watching him walk? I was like, dude doesn't seem like he's just cold. It seems like there's something really bothering him.
There's something bad about him. So let's go and talk to the guy at the bulldozer, because basically we're here to interrogate him.
Can you stop that thing?
Nom and Jayden, FBI. Can we talk for a minute?
I'm listening.
Can we go inside?
Yeah, well, we'll see. It's a tedious yes.
That was kind of like, you really want, all right, I'll go inside. I was doing something, but.
So we scan the face of real actors and we motion capture their moves, motion capture the face, recorded the voice. I mean, it's really recreating them entirely in real-time 3D.
I don't give a damn how the car got here, or whether you stole it or not. I just want to know who bought it from you.
Sorry, man. Don't ring a bell. I got a real bad memory for names.
Perhaps I can help you to remember. If we find out that you sold the car to the man we're looking for, you're looking at some pretty solid time inside, Jackie boy.
You trying to scare me with your big talk? I never saw your damn car. Now take a walk.
Okay, he doesn't seem to be willing to collaborate in a certain way, so we'll need to find another way. So we're in control, and you see this little symbol appearing? This is ARI. ARI stands for Added Reality Interface, and it's glasses and a glove. Now you can scan your environment just pressing R1 wherever you are, and it scans your environment and looks for traces of DNA, pheromones, fingerprints, traces, whatever can be detected by your device. So here you can check pheromones, for example, floating in the air, and we discovered there are traces of orchid pollen floating in the air. So that's interesting because the killer leaves orchids on the chest of his victims. So it may mean that he was there. Oh, we can see blood here. There's traces of blood. So when you touch with your glove the samples, you analyze it directly.
So this is like Future Cop.
Yeah.
Seriously, when does this take place? Is it?
It's in the very near future.
Okay.
But it's not sci-fi or anything. It's really now.
Yeah, I hear you. It just, the dude got some cool tricks, yeah.
It's something that is close to exist. Actually, with black light, you can detect traces of blood. But in, you know, added reality is something that starts to exist. So we see these traces of blood leading to the acid bath. Let's have a look at the acid bath. When you got blood leading to an acid bath, it's usually a bad thing to come, yeah. Oh.
One of your cop buddies asking too many questions. I had to solder up his little mouth.
Oh, it seems we're in trouble.
Dude.
Hands on your head, pig. I ain't got time to be playing around with you. Let's just get you out of sight and finish you off.
No, we're in danger.
Yeah, do something.
Oh, missed.
Oh,
Tut
what?
tut, no dice, Inspector asshole. Don't even
Oh, we should be careful. We only have a couple of opportunities to save our lives because otherwise we're gonna die. Oh, good. Uh-oh. Oh, missed. We lost our glasses. Uh-oh. Let's be careful. So everything is with the right analog stick. it. Oh, be careful. Oh my God. Hurry! Hurry the gun! Woohoo, that was close.
That's awesome.
That was close. Okay, good thing. We're in better shape now.
Oh, I know, really.
Okay,
They were over watching on this thing, right?
so now we can decide what we want to say. And depending on the state of stress of Jayden, the words will shake or not.
Hey, so yeah, let's tell the folks what we're seeing here.
So there's a dialogue with Mad Jack, and you need to find a way to make him tell you what he knows about the killer by deciding how you want to behave. So you can just hit him, punch him in the face, you can threat him.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to start throwing some questions your way from the audience, if you don't mind. Is that cool?
Sure.
All right, excellent. Let's see what we got here. Oh, bummer. I think I have a computer that is totally broken. All right, so I'm gonna see if I can restart real quick. While we do that, this scene that we're seeing, is this pretty much the new stuff you're showing here at E3?
Yeah, we're showing two new scenes here. This is the Mad Jack scene, and we introduce the second character. It will be officially presented tomorrow, and it's the second of the 4 main characters with a brand new scene. And you know what is so difficult about this game is that everything is different. So you cannot take one scene and say, look, this is what the game is about. Each scene is contextual, each scene offers a new challenge and a different type of gameplay. So I think people will be quite surprised with the next scene we're going to show tomorrow.
Oh yeah. What are you showing tomorrow?
It's secret so far, but come back tomorrow and we'll tell you.
Little teaser.
Oh, it's a female character.
Female character, right on.
And it's a very different situation in a nightclub.
Oh.
That could be a little bit sexy.
That's cool. Like I'll admit, like this was a scene of a dude getting like jacked by the other dude in a garage, and just the like unique style in which you guys are doing, like real cinematic cameras and stuff like that. Like it felt different. Like I mean, I was just sitting here watching it.
Yeah, it's really a different type of game. You can never tell if people are gonna love it or hate it, but it's definitely a very different approach because it's not based on shooting, driving.
Yeah.
It's really based on storytelling and emotion and characters and decision making. But also we made what may look like a weird choice regarding the action sequences. You know, if you wanted to have a fight like the one we just saw, in most video games you would have punch and kick, and this is what you would have. Where here we had very choreographed sequence.
I see your partner shaking the.
Yeah. So this is still a different situation. We're trapped in the car, and you can see we use multi-view with split screen.
Yeah.
So you can see in the lower part of the screen the truck moving really near the crusher, and in the upper part we're still playing. We're in control, so we need to find a way to get rid of these handcuffs before we get into the crusher. So remember at the beginning of the scene we saw this gun? It's a good moment to remember it. Okay, we got it. Okay, we just need to shoot in the handcuffs now and do that very quickly because it may be too late. We're gonna be in the crusher.
Oh.
Hurry, hurry. Oh my God, it's too late.
In games we don't usually get to see the guy that's. Oh, he's getting out.
Oh my God, we're lucky.
Oh.
Hurry, hurry, gonna die. What's really unique about this game is the fact that you can die with your main characters. Remember, you have 4 main characters. So there are many ways you can play this scene, but also many ways you can die in this scene. And if you die, it's not a game over situation.
Just trying to get in there.
No, it's not a try again situation. The game's gonna carry on.
Just without that character?
Yeah, this character will die, and that's it.
What happens? So you got 4 characters, right? What happens if, you know,
All 4 die?
Yeah.
That's the end of the story. It's a very sad movie, by the way. It would be a very sad one.
That's super awesome.
We've done a lot of work on the action sequences. I know when people think this is QTE in the old way, and I know this is not a very popular style in general of interface, but I think we've done it in a very unique way, and all the people who tried it actually playing it really enjoyed it. First of all, because each time there's a sequence, you got a control linked to it. So you need to do something and you really got the feeling of doing things. Also because it's each time you do something, you got an animation and you immediately see the result whether you succeeded or failed. And also because the symbols are now integrated in 3D in the environment, animated with the characters, so it's a very, very different thing.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say a little while ago. You know what it is? It's like we watch all these movies and these people that are the main characters, you almost know they're gonna get out of whatever situation because of the stars of the movie, right? So seeing this dude not make it is pretty, you know, it's different. Shake that controller.
And it just makes your story unique. I mean, if a friend of yours play it and you play it, maybe you'll end up with all 4 characters, maybe you'll end up with 2. And you can talk about it because it's 2 different stories.
Yeah.
And maybe you'll see things that he missed, and maybe you'll see things that you missed.
So if you don't mind me asking, it sounds like you thought about it, so you might be able to say, like, you got these 4 characters, like, whether it's combined or individually, what are you thinking in terms of, like, how long am I going to be able to hang out with this FBI agent as long as I keep him alive? Like, how long is the story, you think?
The story is roughly about 10 hours long. So it's a quite long game.
Uh-oh. Oh, see, look at that. Karma. You get yours, junkyard man.
Well, good thing he had problems with the bulldozer because he was stronger than we are.
Wow.
But Jayden could have died here in this fight.
That would have been the end of that.
But now the story can continue.
Does the stories intertwine, like with Jayden at some, like with the other 3 characters? They know him at some point. Would they?
Yeah, these characters can meet. They can interact with the others, and their stories can interlace.
Would one of the other, I should say, would any of the other 3 characters left, like, be like, hey, where's Jayden? We should go look for him or anything like that, or no?
Yeah.
So that is the demo that you're showing today, but tomorrow.
That's the demo for today, and we have again an exclusive new scene tomorrow, introducing a new character and a new situation.
Excellent. If I wanted to see that tomorrow, what time and where would I go?
You should go to Sony's booth, and it's on invitation only. I'm sorry about that, but I'm sure you can get one.
All right.
And it's at noon.
Fantastic. Now, David, anything else you'd like to tell us? Like, when is Heavy Rain scheduled to come out at this point? Do you guys know?
Heavy Rain's going to be released early next year, and it's exclusively on PlayStation 3.
That is awesome. Now, anything else you'd like to tell the folks? I know a great number of people have been waiting to see more of this game, and I'm sure they're really happy right now, but I'm sure they're asking, when do I get to see even more? So, hey, what's next?
The plan actually is to show 2 new characters here, 1 new character in Cologne and a new scene by the end of August. And the last character will be revealed at the Tokyo Game Show.
Oh, wow.
Then there will be a playable demo, then the game will be released.
Awesome. So you're talking all before the end of this year sometime. November, it sounds like, or
For what?
for release?
Release early next year.
Early next year.
Early next year,
Early
yes.
next year.
So stay tuned, this is a very different type of game, and we just hope we get people excited and curious about it and intrigued.
I think from everything that I've seen from our audience so far, I think you've definitely done that. People I think appreciate and give attention to things that are different and new. So thank you for doing.
Thank you very much.
For building something that is different and new, both of you guys. So thank you again for coming by. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
We are moving on now, I believe, and we've got a few things left in the last hour of our E3 stage show. Forza 3 for the Xbox 360 is coming up. Brian Ekberg. Those of you that are fans, I don't know if you guys know Brian Ekberg, but fans of the Brian Ekberg, we'll get to see Brian because that is, if he is not forgotten about us, he is definitely coming around to see that racing game. THQ, we're going to take a look at their booth business as well as seeing Guitar Hero 5 toward the end. So right now we're going to throw it back to Homer Bar, who's out in the field, checking in on all the things that are out there.